Hi everyone, working on the Tula Pink Butterfly Quilt half square triangles. It requires 136 of these half square triangles, and I just want to talk for a second about the way I chose to do it. You can follow the pattern. That's a great thing to do, great pattern, but I don't care to draw lines on squares if I can avoid it. And these actually are cut big enough. If you follow the pattern, you cut them the size that Tula said to cut them. You can just cut them in half like this and then sew them like this. So if you would prefer to do that way, that's fine. If you want to draw the lines on either side of the center line and then sew on those drawn lines and then cut them apart, that's fine too. Now, what I like to do once I get the half square unit, whether I do it Tula's way or whether I do it the way I'm doing here, you've got this half. I take my little handy Doug Lico folded corner ruler, which I love. This is one of my go-to tools. If you don't have one of these, you should. There's a small and there's a large. I have both, but I'm using the small for this. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put my sewing line right on the ruler here, the ruler line for the size, the unfinished size. So the size that this half square is going to be before I sew it into the pattern, and kind of giving away the size here, but it is what it is. Okay, so I've got that ruler. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to zip little trim, zip little trim, and once those two cuts are made, then I'm going to open it up and press it, and I'll have this. Then I'm going to trim off my little dog ears, and there's one done. Okay, so that's really all there is to it. You can see here that I've got my squares cut into triangles already. I've got them on the tray, and what I'm going to do is set this tray beside my sewing machine, and I'm going to use this as a leaders and enders project for the foreseeable future. I just randomly cut some scraps from what I'm using for my blocks, and when I get a little closer to the end, I'll go back to the pattern and I'll see she's got, you know, so many dark blue, so many turquoise, so many green, so many whatever. I may or may not follow that. Basically what I'm doing is trying to make sure that whatever I choose is going to have good contrast, because I'm using this gray grunge as a background rather than white. So there you have it. Make some half square triangles for your butterfly. Don't save all 136 to the end. That will make you crazy. Just do, 20 per month until you've got them done.